and welcome to another episode of Talk the Talk with me, Desh Balay Bechin. Joining me today is Caroline Matshika. She's the dealer principal at Bidvest McCarthy Toyota Edenvale. Caroline is said to be a great leader. She knows that knowing the strengths and weaknesses of every individual to effectively manage the outcome of a team is imperative for their success. She has innovative plans for her dealership and uses the resources at hand to solve problems. Caroline isn't afraid to take risks and make hard decisions. She takes on every single day and all her challenges, which there are plenty of in her position, with a determined mindset and a foolproof plan of action. So let's welcome Caroline, and as always, this interview is proudly brought to you by Sariti Solutions. Hi Caroline.
Hi Desh.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
You're welcome.
So Caroline, I'm not going to sit here and pretend, because this is take two, just by the way, and that's not my camera crew's fault, but I just found out that Caroline was once a tea lady and now she's a dealer principal. She's actually a nominee for the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards, powered by MFC, a division of Nedbank, and she is one of the top categories, top 30 out of thousands of women. And now we're going to find out why and how she has achieved so much. But I just found out now she started as a tea lady. So please tell us about your journey, Caroline.
Yes, from being a tea lady, I worked in the workshop as a parts runner. I don't know if you know what is a parts runner.
I do.
Yes, then from there, moved to parts department as a parts cadet. From there, I was a parts supervisor and I was parts manager.
Wow.
From there, I was an after sales manager, meaning I was running parts and service department.
Gosh. All with Bidvest?
All with Bidvest McCarthy Toyota Bruma, 15 years there. And then I moved to the mega dealer in Hatfield. Toyota Hatfield, and then I was a service manager there for 2.5 years, and then last year I was promoted to be a dealer principal.
Look, like I said, I know we talked about this. I've gotten some history about you, and I'm still flabbergasted. I'm literally, my team here in the studio will be thinking, like, she's a good actress, but I still, that takes so much of determination, so much of confidence in a man's world that we are in, and so much of drive, to just persevere, to be resilient, to ensure that you do not allow anybody to get in your path and in your way. So tell us more about where that resilience comes from, and then tell us a little bit about your brand and the dealership. I'll say
it's up to a person, because every job you get into, you need to go there yourself completely. So what drives me in motor industry is I started there and I look at the dealerships. They were only men. And I asked myself that if everyone, every position, almost everyone in this dealership is a man, why can't we be like them and be 50% of them in the dealership? Let me see if I can move myself in this dealership. And by the way, I was from the college, just graduated. And what I've graduated, I just packed away. I said, I want to excel in motor industry.
Wow. Well done, well you have. And this is just, even though it's been 18 years, I believe this is the beginning. We've had some chats off air and we talked about it. So I can't wait to see what the future actually holds for you. How do you feel about being nominated as the Motoring Woman of the Year award in your category?
Actually surprised me. But I'm just overwhelmed with everything that is happening around. I never thought one day I will be out there. So I feel grateful. I did it for myself, and I did it for every black woman out there. But I didn't know that it's gonna be something so big.
Yes.
That is happening now.
Yes, and it's so true that I know that it's so important to to just start somewhere. You need to find a starting point. And I'd like to read this quotation: start by doing what is necessary, then what is possible, and suddenly you are doing the impossible. So it is so important to make sure that you believe in yourself and that you have that confidence that you've had. What is something that surprised you when entering into the motoring trade or throughout the years of being in the motoring trade?
Actually, I don't have something that surprised me. So in motor industry, when you get, like, first time when you get to motor industry, you're gonna be amazed because you're driving a car. That car is complete. But when you actually unpack that car, is where you get surprised that every little item in that car, you can join together for that vehicle to move. That was my first surprise when I get into the workshop.
Right.
But any other things you learn. There's no something that will really surprise you. You will be surprised when you just started, but after getting into the motor industry, a lot of things you see, a lot of things you learn, and you also learn from other people.
This question is for the young ladies that want to join the motoring trade, and also for those that are in service, that are a tea lady or are tea ladies, and that want to move up the ranks in the motoring trade. What is it that they should implement in terms of their attitude, and what is it that they can expect in a role like yours?
So the attitude and the behavior needs to be unpacked before you can even think of going to motor industry. Because when you get in there, you're gonna get men that are still thinking that you cannot do it.
That's it.
So you need to have a space in your heart somewhere to be able to overcome those words, those negativities. You need to go there with your passion. You need to look at the goal. You need to look at what you want to achieve at the end of the day.
Yes.
Do not look at what people say.
Yes.
And your behavior contributes a lot in your future. Because if you're gonna use bad behavior to, for example, the man says, yeah, you can't do this, it's a man's job, and then you take that, your behavior toward that issue, you fight.
Yeah.
Then you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Take it in.
Yes.
Think about it.
Right.
Get a right solution for it, because it's not the end of the world. We
Yes.
get it every day.
Absolutely. And whether you think you can or you think you can't,
Yes.
you're right. And that's another quotation by Henry Ford. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you are right.
You are right.
So what can these young ladies expect in a position like yours when they get to the dealer principal role?
They need to expect more challenge. They need to expect more responsibility.
Right.
And what they need to have is a heart, and a big heart, because you're going to deal with a lot.
Right. So, Caroline, what do you love most about Toyota? Because you've been with Toyota.
Wow.
Yeah. So Toyota is very close to my heart as a brand. In fact, all of the technical aspects of the motoring trade I learned from my father-in-law, who had served Toyota for 38 years of his career. So you tell us what you think about Toyota.
What I can say about Toyota is I will never swap it for anything. Toyota, the support is there. The strength
Right.
is there.
Yeah.
The durability. With Toyota, you get into the car, you take it out of the showroom, you drive. No problems.
Right.
And Toyota is reliable. You'll never go wrong with Toyota. I mean, how many Toyota do you see on a tow truck?
True that.
How many? I mean, Toyota is a brand, and the support you get from the OEM is
It's amazing.
It's out of this world. So
I love working with Toyota South Africa, and we've got many nominations and many women that have joined from the OEM, have joined our movement. So yeah, Toyota all around is an amazing OEM.
Yeah.
But you asked me the question, how many Toyotas would you see on a tow truck? As a journalist representing 28 other brands in South Africa, I'm going to reserve my comment on that one. I think these days there's no bad car produced or manufactured. All the cars are wonderful. But yeah, Toyota is an amazing brand. Tell me, how do you feel about this movement, these platforms that MFC, a division of Nedbank, and Seriti Solutions have provided for the women of our trade?
I actually feel that MFC did something that we needed. We wanted a platform where we can be there and talk about our journey, talk about where we come from, so that this young lady that are coming up, they can understand that they're coming to a motor industry. It's not easy to be there. They can come into that environment with the passion, with the AK-47, to actually say, you know what, we're going to find our future in that.
Thank you so much for contributing to this platform, for just being the strong, resilient, tenacious woman that you are. You're already a winner in the MOT movement. There's been thousands of nominations. Made it to the top 30. Hope to see you, soon, the top 5 at least, or first. All depends on the votes that you do or you give to Caroline. But I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for joining me and for contributing to our platforms and being a part of our movement. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I'd like to leave you with this little saying: the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And I think Caroline is a perfect example of the saying from Eleanor. It is so true. Just believe in the beauty of your dreams. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you, viewers. Thank you so much for watching, commenting, and sharing our interviews and content. Our non-profit companies, the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards, which is powered by MFC and Evo by Nedbank, and the Talk the Talk Studios, powered by Seriti Solutions, are aimed at recognizing and celebrating the women of South Africa. We are not just telling stories, we are changing lives. Together we aim to empower and uplift the women of our trade. For those of you that are searching for your new ride, please visit www.auto.evo.africa. We have thousands of vehicles on sale for you to choose from, and we only advertise on behalf of reliable and trustworthy MFC accredited dealerships. This car listing portal is incredibly user-friendly, and you can find vehicle reviews and car maintenance tips and advice, all courtesy of Talk the Talk Studios. Ladies, to be successful, you need ambition. And I think it is so important because, to say what I'm going to say next, because Caroline is she is the example of being ambitious, and that was definitely the fundamental reason we actually was having this conversation, because she had to remain ambitious, tenacious, resilient, and just make sure that she has the courage to soldier forward, right?
Yes.
So I just want to talk a little bit about being ambitious. Ambitious people will see that they are capable of doing their best and being the best and what they do. So if you feel that you are not good enough or not capable, then you can be unlikely to try and reach your goals of success. If you can believe in yourself and try your best, you can become a lot more ambitious. Having a strong desire to succeed is part of the journey to actually succeeding. If you know what you want to achieve and you have the determination to go for it, this can really help. And on that note, as always, I would like to remind you that the question should never be who's going to let me. It should always be
Going to stop me.
who's going to stop me? Well done, Caroline. Thank you.